Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of MENES. We're talking Life is Strange, True Colors, episode 4. Since last we talked Life is Strange, episode 3 of True Colors, they've announced a new Life is Strange game, Life is Strange Double Exposure, and I'm really excited about that. I got the special edition for that and everything. And really excited. That comes out later this year. So anyway, Life is Strange, True Colors episode 4 here was good, and you know, I mean, it's kind of hard to beat the majesty of doing a turn-based RPG LARP game thing within your Life is Strange game, but this is a solid follow-up to that. You know, we have a lot of good moments in this episode here, and the twist at the end. Spoilers, by the way, for episode 4 of Life is Strange: True Colors and all previous episodes of Life is Strange. Is there like on the podcast or whatever they got Max to say like this episode contains spoilers for the Life is Strange? I don't think they ever covered anything past Before the Storm. It's a damn shame, like, that all these Life is Strange channels just kind of fell off. Like, nobody covered True Colors, as far as I could tell. Like, not, you know, William Hella or Geek Remix or anybody like that covered this fucking game, so. Which is a shame, because it's actually a pretty good game, and Deck 9 is making the newest game. I was surprised to see a William Hella video about the new game, like the trailer or whatever coming out. I just thought that was really cool, so. Sometimes you get what you want. But anyway, yeah, so there's like this spring festival basically, and you're just kind of there hanging out and talking to people and stuff, and I missed like 90%, I guess, of the optional content. I mean, I tried to help people. I helped the jelly bean guy, like the least consequential, I guess, of like all of the stuff. But apparently there was like payoff to the college lady, Riley, right, or whatever, and you could like tell her about her mom's illness, like the Alzheimer's, and maybe help her try to go to school. Like, I didn't see that because she was at the bus stop. You know what my problem with this game is, if any problem, and I really like this game, honestly. You know, the first episode was so-so, but it establishes a lot of stuff. It just kind of has the unfortunate side effect of being the first episode. Anyway, so my biggest problem with this game is every time I want to sit and like enjoy the atmosphere, I want to like walk somewhere and like talk to people, every time I'm like idle for more than like a few seconds, you know, Alex is just like, oh, you know, it'd really be nice if I do the thing that is objective thing, you know, like give the rose to this person, or I need to go to the stage, and she never gives you time to just like hang out and just like chillax and go talk to people and stuff, because she's constantly complaining about the thing you're supposed to do. I liked the Chloe system better, and maybe she complained about it too, I don't really remember, but she'd just like look at her hand to do the objective. That's all you need, you know, just something like that is fine. If I forget the objective, I'll figure it out, you know? It's the modern age, it's the internet, I'll get there, you know? Draw me a line or something, just fucking, like, let me go and talk to people, because this is how I missed all this optional content. Anyway, so I got a lot of the big good content though, although I missed some, like I said. Finally got some like resolution with the whole Steph thing and like her feelings for Steph, and I went and grabbed the rose, and I knew I was gonna give it to Steph right away. Apparently there's like a system here, like Steph is kind of like freedom, and then I'm gonna leave the city, and then like the other guy, what's his face? I'm sorry, it's been a few months since I actually played the, like, whenever, or like a month, or whatever it was when I released the last video. Anyway, oh, Ryan, right? Isn't that his name? Ryan? Yeah, anyway. So he kind of represents, like, staying in, the town, and then, like, starting a new life there, basically, and, you know, I gave the rose to Steph, and she had this, like, beautiful reaction. She's just like, this makes my entire night. I'm just like, I'm glad, you know, basically, and, she's like, meet me later, and I'm like, okay, you know, all right, cool, we're getting somewhere, you know. And then, you know, of course they like don't even tell her that she's performing on stage, but they have this like amazing like duo song together, just the two of them, which like, okay, more good romantic shit going on there. You know, what's more romantic than playing in a secret band that you didn't even know you were in with your potential girlfriend there? And then, she wants to meet you on the roof, so then you go meet her on the roof or whatever, and then she's like talking about, because she's like, oh, I have big news, like she said before, so you meet her on the roof, and she's like, I'm leaving Haven Springs, and you're like, what? You know, I just gave you this rose, like, aren't we gonna do our thing? And like, she starts going on about it, and you just kind of have to be like, yeah, I'm really happy for you, and you're like, I'm not happy for me, though, you know? But you have to, like, feel that in the moment. You have to be like, oh, well, I'm happy for you. You know, you can get to not being happy for yourself later, obviously, but you want to be happy for your friends. So anyway, you tell her this, and then she's like, oh, where should I go? And she gives you, like, these 3 postcards, and one of them's, like, Salem, one of them's, like, the ocean, and one of them's, like, Berlin or whatever. And she's like, you know, choose one. And then I'm like, oh, I chose Salem because I'm like, you know, witch. She's like got the witch thing going on in the one episode, and I just thought it kind of fit her. And she's like, yeah, Halloween capital of the world, you know. And then she's like, what do you even do there? And I'm like, join a coven, I guess. And she's like, oh yeah, lesbian covens. And Alex is like, is there any other kind? And it's like, I guess that's true because like witches are, you know, at least back then, are seen as like women and stuff. And you know, actually, fun fact, you know why women were seen as witches and potentially burned at the stake and whatnot? Is it because they survived lots of... Oh my god, it's so funny that he's here for this moment because you're actually very apropos to what I'm about to say. They survived a lot of the like the plagues and that kind of stuff because they had cats to take out the mice, because mice were spreading disease. That's why I fucking hate mice. No, I'm just kidding. I hate them for a lot of reasons, but so. Yeah, so actually it was because of cats that, you know, and that's why witches are always depicted with cats. Anyway, so, and then she's like, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be really great. And she's like, yeah, and it'll be even better because you're coming with me. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay, you're giving me the option to come with. Fantastic! I'm on board, you know? And just after that, it devolves into, like, I don't know, into, like, this fucking just gay, so, like, I don't know. It's just, I have so many good, vibes, like, from that, and... Sorry, I'm speaking gibberish right now. Me, myself, even since, like, the original Life is Strange, and before that, I've been a big supporter, and just, like, I don't know why, I mean, I do know why, obviously, because it reflects myself, but, even before I knew about all of that, I've always been so into lesbian relationships, and not just for, like, oh, that's hot, you know, it's like, no, it's like, I just love lesbian relationships, like, 2 girls being emotional with one another, you know, really showing each other they care kind of thing. I don't know, it's always just really appealed to me, you know, gay relationships, like, 2 guys, that's fine, I'll support, but I mean, like, I don't know of one that I'm just, like, genuinely, like, oh my god, I want them to be together so bad, you know, like, I don't know, there's probably one I'm just not thinking of, honestly, you know, but, like, every time there's a gay relationship that's, like, a lesbian relationship, I always go for it, you know, Lumity, spoilers for Miraculous Ladybug a little bit, but, like, Zoe and Marinette, whenever she's like, oh, I actually really liked you, Marinette. I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing representation here. Love that, you know, that was great. I hope Zoe ends up with somebody good, like, I'm thinking it's gonna be Sabrina, because, Chloe left, or what, spoilers for Miraculous Ladybug. Chloe left, so Sabrina needs somebody new, so it's gotta be Zoe and Sabrina, right? Because Zoe's actually the nice Chloe. Anyway, good lesbian relationship, good. Luminy's like the goat on that, you know? Fucking excellent shit. And of course Max and fucking Chloe, and also the, you know, the shitty had to end because of fucking damn ass Mr. Jefferson, Rachel and goddamn Chloe, you know? They're so pure, and I love them, and just this whole series is just filled with tons of lesbian relationships, like gay women just getting together, and I love it. It's ever since the first Life is Strange, it's just been super. I've been super into it, and this one's no exception. I really enjoyed that. You know, I'm glad I finally was able to get there, and with Steph there, and it was nice, and it was really, it really made me feel, because it's like, you know, at first she's just like, oh, I'm leaving, and you're like, oh no, and then, but she's like, oh, but come with me, you know, and then she reads her emotions, you know, because you have the option to like hug her or kiss her or whatever, and then like if you go for the kiss option, you get to read her emotions, and I think it's the anxious emotion, it's the purple one, whatever that is, and she's just like, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, kiss me, and I'm like, of course I'm gonna kiss you, after you say all of that shit, of course I'm going to, you know, for sure. So, yeah, that was really nice, the moments with Steph there, and, you know, I'm sure Ryan's great too, but I just, obviously, if there's a gay relationship, I'm pretty much gonna go for it, so, yeah. So I loved that a lot. And then we get back to serious business with this whole Typhon stuff. You get, like, arrested, and he, like, shows you that they have all of this evidence on you and shit, and, like, files on you and Steph and Ryan, and, like, I'm assuming based on, like, choices you make throughout the game, they have these, like, threat assessment levels. I'm, like, level 1, Ryan's like level 1, and then Steph was only level 2, or maybe that makes her higher. The way I got was like that, like the higher you are, the less of a threat you are. Like, you know, it's like priority wise. It's like number 1 priority is Alex and Ryan there, because they know the most. So apparently whatever I did, Steph wasn't like super involved in all of this, which, okay. But basically, like, Typhon is giving you this, like, deal. Since you stole the USB stick earlier, they're like, you know, basically like, fuck you, sign this thing that you're never gonna talk shit about us again, and we'll let you go. Otherwise, we can give you, like, 5 to 10 years in prison, basically, for stealing this USB stick with, like, sensitive information and, like, all of that. And so, you have the option to either sign the thing, or you take away Pike, the officer, you take away his fear, which is what I ended up doing. Because I wasn't going to sign that thing, and obviously Alex didn't want to sign it. And sounds like it's going to work out, so I like that. And it didn't really have any far-reaching consequences of, like apparently in the last chapter, if you were to have taken her anger, you get, like, angry at Steph and Ryan for no reason, and so that kind of sucks. But I thought there was going to be something like that. There is, like, a brief moment where she kind of freaks out, but, like, she's just doing that in the silence of her own, like, place, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's nice. And then so you can get away from that, and he just, like, lets you go, basically, once you take his fear. And I'm sure the other way isn't great, but, and then Jed's like, oh, I want to talk, and then he's, like, trying to get the information out of, not information, he's trying to, like, see what's up, what's going on, you know? And so I told him about the Typhon thing, and, you know, he's like, I know what they did. I know what they're hiding or whatever. And he's like, I'm going to take you there. And so he, like, takes you to this, like, abandoned mine shaft, like, thing. And then he starts talking. And then he, like, pulls out this fucking gun. And and it gets real tense, and he's like, 12 years ago, I did something I shouldn't have fucking done. And they helped me out with that or some shit like that. This is his like Mr. Jefferson like reveal moment, I guess. Like he was the secret villain or something the whole time. I don't know why, but I had that kind of vibe like this episode at least for whatever reason. Even though like during the party he was like fine and stuff, like just I feel like it was like just like whenever he was kind of looking at you, like when you're at the bar there. I kind of got that vibe, you know. Maybe I'm becoming Alex. I can actually like read the social cues of these people. You know, I'm no longer the Sheldon Cooper of this situation where I can't friggin' read it. Also, she had her cat in a cage, and I don't condone that. They're meant to be free and wander. You know, I mean, obviously she doesn't want her wandering around the entire town because she might get lost or something, but, you know, anyway. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So, yeah, Jed, he's, like, working for them or something, or he's covering up something. I don't fucking know. He basically pushes you down the mine shaft, and you see this, like, yourself, like, eternally falling or something, like... But he shoots you, too. You're, like, the bullet at least gets fired, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe we're just dead now? I've got no... Well, you can't be dead. There's no way. Like, they do that. Obviously, she doesn't have time powers. So, like, how does that... The fuck does that work, right? Like, with Max's stuff, whenever Chloe died, you know, at the end of episode 4 of Life is Strange, you're like, okay, well, she'll probably be able to get her back, even though this is kind of a tense moment. Fucking great reveal with Mr. Jefferson. That's one of the best reveals, like, ever. Fucking excellent shit. Sorry, I'm playing with my cats over here. My cat May, which you just saw, is obsessed with this thing here. So, anyway, yeah, but I love this game, and I love the original Life is Strange, obviously, and I think it's a decent reveal about this Jed stuff, and I honestly, at this point, I just kind of want to know what's going on, and I want to finish this game, obviously, before friggin' Double Exposure comes out, because I want to be just, like, all caught up on Life is Strange True Colors. Apparently there's, like, DLC where, like, Max and Chloe and, like, Rachel and stuff are in it, so I guess I gotta play that, because, like, if that's gonna be part of the lore, or whatever, or if it's just, like, not canon, I don't fucking know, but I gotta play it if it's even somewhat canon, so... Lots of questions about Double Exposure, and I want to see how this all ends, so that's it, I guess. It's a great episode. It did good. Expands further on this game. I don't remember if I was giving these ratings or not, so I'm just not going to, I guess. But it was good, and I had a good time doing it, and I still am always, like, floored by, like, the visual prowess of this game and just how beautiful, like, the colors and stuff are. I did notice some texture pop-in kind of things. Like, that was a little jarring at times, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine, you know. So, but yeah. It's good episode. So, I'll see you next time, whenever we find out the ending to this game, you know, so... Until then, keep it classic, stick around for more reviews, underrated games, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Emily,